because we have a persistent, rampant racial injustice problem in our country, and all of us need to speak up.
And
the time to sit back has passed.
And do you feel like you've made more aware of it over the last few weeks, or did you have...
Absolutely. And you know what? It's our kids who have made us aware, and we need to be better for them and because of them.
Got it. Thank you so much. Can you say and spell your name for me?
My name's Amy Thoman, Amythoman.
And why did you come out here today?
Because I believe in social justice and I believe in social action, and I think it's not just our right, but it's our duty as citizens to come out and support every one of our citizens. And I really think that unity is something that we've lost in this country, and we need to recuperate it, and it's going to take a lot of work.
Do you think the needle's moving now?
I'm excited to see, not the reason for the change, but I think that this is definitely a step in the right direction, heightened awareness, and especially among our youth, because they're the ones who really are going to make a lasting change. So yes, I think so.
And how do you think you became more aware of this over the last few weeks than you were before?
I'm someone who's always been very conscious of social justice and the injustices in our society, but I do think that all of the attention on it has brought a lot of information to light and data and some really heartening responses from members of the Black community that help us become more aware of what they deal with on a day-to-day basis. So,
Anything
yes.
else you want to add?
I'm so glad that this is happening, and I hope that this movement is in the right direction.
Thank you so much. Would you mind saying and spelling your name?
My name is Jill DeMario, Jilldemario.
And are all y'all from Jupiter?
Yes.
Okay. And why are you out here today?
I'm out here to speak for people who have not had a voice for hundreds and hundreds of years in our country and in our world. There's my son. Sorry. I think our nation as a whole is becoming more aware of it because of the high-profile injustices, specifically with African Americans being harmed more by the police. It's being videotaped, but I work in nonprofit health, so I've been aware of it and have had many, many conversations with my peers and with our clients and educators. So, I mean, I've been very aware of it for a long time.
And what do you hope to come of all this protesting?
You know, Jupiter is interesting. We're a small town. We had a very peaceful protest that seemed like it almost got hijacked, honestly, at the end, and it definitely changed its tune.
So tell me about that, because I've been covering a lot of protesting, and there are other groups that come into the protest, and it does change its tune. What happened here today?
Specifically, we had prayers at the beginning. There was a pastor that was leading it. It was very peaceful. They were obviously a lot of local students, teachers. My son came out. And there were some agitators that were driving through the community that were cursing at us and saying Black lives don't matter, which upset some of us, of course, but then it seemed like there was a younger group that, were going back and forth with them, and, some profanity was going on, and then they said, we're going to keep marching, and they just kept going, which was fine, but we were dialoguing about it. It almost seemed like the Jupiter police promised that they would be here for us, and we felt respected and we felt safe. They handed out water to us. They blocked off traffic. And then, it almost seemed like, we want their protection and we're taking advantage of the situation. So it got a little hairy there at the end. They blocked a lot of traffic. And I don't think that was our goal. We wanted to have a voice. We wanted to be heard. But I don't think you have to take care of those who are take advantage of those that are taking care of you.
What I've noticed is at these protests, you're going to have to start realizing it's not simply as this side and law enforcement against this side.
No.
There's many different variances of people that come out, and you also have to watch for anarchists and stuff. Did you see any of that?
I don't know that I would label them that, but as I said, it almost felt like our peaceful protest got hijacked.
Yeah.
It really did.
Yeah.
And at that point, we kind of said, I think we've made our point. We felt heard. We brought our kids out. We saw our peers, and we got what we needed from it, and made a statement without it crossing any lines. And I think that's what the protests need to be about in order to be heard and respected.
It's okay.
How do you think the protest went today?
I think it's great.
I
think it's great
right now.
Oh, I love it that everyone showed up, you know, to just show the community, the world, that all lives matter, including Black Lives Matter. And I'm still mad.
Yeah.
I'm a nurse, and I can't believe that anyone could hold their knee on somebody's neck for 8 minutes and 42 seconds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And do you think that these protests are going to move the needle in the nation's dialogue between, rights for African Americans?
You know, every now and then, God sometimes take the least of us to show the world that we need a change. And I think this is one of those moments.
Do you feel like a change is starting?
I do. I do. When you see all peoples, Black, brown, Native, Asian, white, when you see all peoples show up for a change, you can say a change is coming.
Anything you want to add?
No, it's just that we all need to know that this is now, but none of this is ours. We all just passing through. We all just passing through this life. And on our journey through, if we could just love each other, reach back and help each other, it would make a better world.